Who is it? Yes. I don't have them. Yes, hi. I'm calling because I've been going through a lot today. I'm not well, and I've called your. Is this a sergeant? Who am I speaking with? Okay. I'm calling because I had a situation, and I still do. I'm still in fear for my life. An officer has not seen me and talked to me yet. I just decided to go live because I'm in fear for my life. I'm disabled, ma'am, and I can't be fighting no man. Okay, I got a lot of medical diagnosis and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna go back and forth with nobody about where I've been living at for the past 10 years, off and on. And regardless, I was asked to come back here this time. Okay, I'm tired. I got too much stuff going on with my medical health. I have an attorney, and I'm being attacked by multiple people. The person whose name is on the will, Mr. Israel Lopez. I want to file a police report against him and a few other people that's at this address. I asked for an officer to come. 937 Northwest 11th Place, Fort Lauderdale, Florida 33311. I want to file a police report against Jacobus Wright. I want to file a police report, right, because I'm not going to allow nobody to be jumping on me too many times, ma'am. I'm too sick to be having to go back and forth with people. If I said, give me respect, give me respect. I didn't even, I'm a lady. I would never try to fight a man, you know? Yeah. Yeah, listen, I called 911 3 times and they ain't sent an officer out here yet. They claimed when they saw me, and I said, no, you didn't see me because I was told from the first 911 call this shelter in place. So I've been in the room. The person that assaulted me, they done left, and y'all let them get away because they almost tried to stab me with some throwing objects at me. I'm not gonna tolerate people throwing objects at me that's sharp, and I want to file a report against the person intentionally because I didn't try talking to this person. They started the reason they even met the girl is because of me. And I just try to help people, but when you try to help people, people end up hating you for it. I want it both. I need both because this situation I had to call 911 3 times.
Okay, I'll have a sergeant call you, but what's your phone number?
My phone number is 561-492-5618.
Okay,
I need a police report because I'm being attacked by multiple people, ma'am. When y'all gonna send somebody out here for me being attacked?
I'm gonna repeat the phone number back to you to make sure I have it correct, okay? Are you saying 561-496?
No.
5618?
No. I'm gonna tell you again. 561-492.
496. Okay.
Yeah, 5618.
Okay, I'm gonna have a sergeant call you. I'm gonna place you in the brief hold so I can have the operator put your call in for service, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. All right, so the call. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so there's a call. Okay, there's a call waiting for an officer to call you. The duty officer has your information, and they're
Yeah.
notified Sergeant Fort Lauderdale. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The person who you said threw the knife at you. When did that happen?
That happened right after the first call, and I honestly, it was like everything was happening too fast because
Okay, who was that person?
Jacob is right.
What is his name?
Jacob is right.
Jacob is right.
Right.
Where's he now?
I don't know. That's why I've been in place the whole time. And whoever lied to the police and told them that they was me, they must be got my driver's license or something. Because why would the police believe them? And listen, like I need to file a report on multiple people at this address. That's why I keep calling you guys back. I haven't seen nobody yet.
Other people. Okay, listen. Which other person do you need to file a report?
Huh? How many people are on the? How many people I need to put on the report? Jeanette Ortiz, Israel Lopez, Jacob is right.
Ortiz, hold on. Miss Ortiz, why are you putting her on the report? What's it got to do with her?
It got something to do with her. Okay, because whatever she told the man she's sleeping with, he decided to jump on me. Okay, because her father just passed away. I know it's a sensitive situation, but listen, I've been living here for it's okay if people could use me and abuse me while I'm staying here. That's perfectly fine. Nobody is gonna care about that, apparently, based off the way you asked me that. The reason why I'm filing a report against her is because nonchalantly she was neglecting her father and she was neglecting me as well. Okay, I was the one that told her to call hospice. Okay, when her father was sick in the first place, because she wasn't even trying to care for the man. Neither, yeah. Listen, there was a case that was opened up against her for neglect. Y'all let that get through y'all hands too. Okay. But I ain't here for this. I ain't going back and forth about this. Okay, because it's sad, that the man was being neglected and y'all let another person that's a criminal get away. I try to tell you, I try to help you. I try to tell y'all as many times as I could tell you. Know that people was abusive to people. The person was abusive to me even. And when I went to Care Resources and told about the abuse, because I have medical conditions and stuff like that. Nobody called for help. Nobody did nothing. And I was too sick, and I was telling them I can't be doing too much stuff. I already do enough right now for you know my disability and stuff like that. Because I got too much going on with my body. Sometimes I can't even get out the bed. Some days I do, and some days I don't. But she was expecting me to do everything for her, and I did as much as I could. That wasn't enough. People got to keep using people and stuff. I just want to file a litigation, and it's deeper than that, ma'am, because she tried to poison me all many times, and I might have even been poisoned already. Okay, and it might have got my medical condition. Might have got my medical condition from her because she ain't been to the doctor and I don't know when. Okay, I don't know because I've been staying here and I was being abused, ma'am. So I want to file a report about all the abuse from all the different people that have been abusing me. Okay, that's how I keep calling 911. Not only that, then I got this man that she been sleeping with recently telling me about my legal rights, and I gotta get out now because her daddy died. I know what my legal rights are. I don't need him to brief me on my legal rights. Furthermore, he's like a criminal anyway. I don't want him. I don't really want him around me. Okay, I don't want to. I don't want to deal with this no more. This whole situation with these folks. I've been trying to work with the church people anyway to get a different situation for myself. Because I've been abused here so long. Anyways.
All right, so we have the call in and Sergeant's been notified.
Yeah, I'm gonna file a report because I want to take her to court for the abuse. Somebody got to pay for all the years of abuse I had to endure being here, man. It was too much.
Okay. All righty.
Right.
Okay, take care.
Okay, what's your name?
Hello.
Hello, who is this?
So I can't find my glasses on. Hello.
Who is this?
Don't worry about who it is. Just find.
Uh, Who am I speaking with? Can I speak to the supervisor, please?
Okay, do you have a case number that I can provide the supervisor?
No, ma'am. Y'all was supposed to spend an officer out here for me. I'm in fear for my life. And now the assaultant is calling me on my phone. Okay? So y'all don't care about people, especially black women in Broward County, being assaulted. If I could have left, I've been sitting in place the whole time waiting for an officer. I haven't seen an officer yet.
Okay, just bear with me. I'm going to bring the supervisor onto the line, okay?
Yeah, this is like the fourth call. And I'm recording on live because I'm tired. I'm not going to be abused by nobody no more, including 911 or Broward County Police Department either.
Just bear with me one moment. I'm going to place you on a brief hold with the supervisor.
Yeah, I still don't have your name.
I'm operator CSN Charlie 2.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a warning for all black women that live in Broward County. I just want to state this clearly. Like, these folks really don't care nothing about us. Like, I just want to state that for the live. They'll sit there and let a person get stabbed or murdered, and they'll be okay with that. Because I done left multiple calls. I don't know who they verified as me when I called 911. But yeah, just to let y'all people know on the live that's watching, I called 911 4 times. And I ain't seen an officer yet. And I feel like people done lied to them. Somebody went outside and told them that what is it? That they spoke to me. I'm still in my room after the assault. I haven't spoken to anybody yet. I asked to speak to the supervisor on the 911 line. and they ain't having the supervisor come out. So they ain't even trying to get a report made for me. I called them. I was on the phone with non-emergency earlier. Now I'm back on the phone with 911. This is the fourth call, y'all, for the live. Just so y'all know how real it is. I called multiple times and they ain't get nobody here to see me yet. They claim somebody said they was me, but if they didn't see me, then that wasn't me. So I don't know who they saw. I hope they put in jail whoever they saw that said it was me. I hope they put him right in jail because that's where they belong. Lying. Yeah. You see how they do people that need help? This lady said she put me on hold to talk to 911 somebody. I haven't spoken to anybody yet concerning my situation. These people really don't care about nobody. The man could have stabbed me, and that would have been all right. Mm-mm-mm. The man assaulted me, and that's okay. You see how the county work against people that hurt people? Because they could have been here already. If I was Caucasian, they would have been here already, believe me. This is like I had to call them 4 times because of my situation. I'm still on live, y'all. Just listen. Just listen to what's going on. because I've been mistreated. I've been mistreated by Broward County, BSO, Sheriff Tony. Every time something go on and I call these folks, they don't do nothing they supposed to do. That's illegal. I've been on hold with 911 for 18 minutes, 19 minutes and 2 seconds. They were lying, saying they seen me, and they ain't even see me. How you see me, and I'm disabled sitting here in this room? I'm dispositioning the call because I'm gonna call them back because nobody nobody let me speak to the supervisor this whole time. Hello.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
This is my fifth time calling, ma'am, and I'm really quite appalled at the service in Broward County.
Hold on a minute for me.
Right.
All right, I was just talking to my supervisor. The sergeant's about to call you right now.
Okay, I appreciate it, and I need a report.
You're welcome.
I need someone.
All right, they're gonna call you. You gotta get off the phone because they're gonna call you.
Okay, thank you. Hey, I gotta talk to you, Auntie. It's a serious situation. Um, the police have been called. I called the police multiple times, and they haven't even come out. Supposedly, they claim they got me on body cam talking to them. I called the police 5 times, Auntie. I'm on live, just so you know. Because the girl family, because you know the daddy died today. The ink ain't even dry on a death certificate, and they trying to put me out. I'm talking about all these people trying to be nasty towards me, like I did something to them, and I helped them, if anything, you know. Yeah, legally, and this is the thing. This is the thing that I really do not appreciate is the girl, whatever lies she done told, which she done told her plenty, you know, and she's an abuser, and I'm taking her to court, and I put her name. I'm gonna put her name in the report. So, but the police haven't even got here yet. Whoever they got on the body cam claiming to be me, they must be had identification to prove it was me. So that proved that either she stole my ID, which remember I told you my driver's license been missing so long, you know, because she stole it, and I know she stole it. So I'm filing a report against her against that. I'm doing this all today because it done really got up underneath my skin. I'm sick and tired of people. They trying to cause me and my friend must be the breakup because they know my friend got a situation with the court too. So he's scared. He can't even be here now because you know what happened. The boy that she's sleeping with jumped on me, threw something at me that could have stabbed me. It went in the wall. It didn't, you know, come near me because God got me always. You know that. But the crazy. Are you in the house right now? Yeah, I'm in the house right now. She left. You see, I told you. I told you. That's why I ain't help. I know you told me. No, I knew he wasn't. I knew. No, Auntie. Now you know I ain't had no money. If I could have got myself together, I would have got myself together. I'm in the middle of a litigation, Auntie. I'm in the middle of a litigation. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not mad about anything. I'm just upset that the police ain't come here and do their job right. That's what I'm upset about. No, I didn't share nothing with her. Yeah, you know, she was trying to use. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she ain't getting this house either though, because her uncle got it. So it's not even that. I don't care about the house. Yeah, I'm not even going over that part. I don't care about none of that. Only thing I'm taking her to court for is the abuse I endured for being here. I'm suing her uncle and I'm suing her, and especially by putting items in my food. I called you and I sent you know, I sent you information about that about her putting stuff in my food.
calling Social Security Case Managers. Please hold for the next available agent. Very Associates, this is Maddie.
Hi, Maddie. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm being abused and assaulted. I done called 911 like 5 times today, and they claim they got me on body cam, and which is a lie because I've been here stuck in my room since the first call when they told me sheltered in place. Um, I had to turn on the live because I'm in fear for my life. Um, I don't know. I even called the non-emergency number, and talked to somebody there. I don't even know if I ever talked to a supervisor for Broward County, but I feel completely discriminated against, and I just want to make a report about it on my file because um, the people I was staying with here, they want me to get out because the father had died, right? He died this morning, but the apparently the ink ain't even dry yet on the papers, and they want to put me out in the street, and I don't have right now anywhere to go like that. At the today, I can make preparations for future relocation, but legally, I'm not supposed to have to get up and leave where I've been living at for the past 10 years, because I've been assaulted. You know, um, I, I
Okay.
I tried to make a police report, but nobody
What's
came.
the name on your case?
My name is Ebony
Okay. What's your last name?
Azule.
Okay. Could you verify the last four of your social for me?
4929.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh. It's just I've been going through being abused and neglected at this address. I'm not well. That's why I have you guys as my lawyer. Because I haven't been well for a while now. Just I'm limited in my mobility, stuff like that, and I have problems all over my body. I can't even go to the doctor when I want to go to the doctor because of everything that's been taking place over the past few weeks at this house. It's just been a circus. The roaches and the abuse and people neglecting me and stuff like that. People putting their hands on me this morning. I called 911 and nobody, I haven't seen anybody yet. And I just started recording because I know I'm being discriminated against legally, illegally, whatever the case may be. I didn't talk to multiple people from 911 in different circuits, and I don't know if this is going to help my case because there's too many enemies against me, and I'm just one person, and I'm not well. That's why I needed representation from you guys in the first place. Because even with my medical stuff, I was being mistreated for paramedics and everything. And I have some dates and stuff, but I'm only one person. Yeah, so and her family, I know that the daddy just passed away. He meant something to me too. Like I spent a lot of my time, my own money and my energy trying to help the girl and her father, just like I would thought they was helping me. But what I found out is the girl stole my car keys and the driver's license, so I wanted to file a report for that. She put cat food in my food. When I was going to the doctor, I told them I needed some help. And they didn't even try to assist me. This was last year. And I tried to document everything, but I'm not well. I can't do everything, Plus the girl was crutching on me to help her with her father. And I'm not well. I ain't got no business trying to help nobody with nothing when I'm sick myself. Plus, I didn't really want to help because I didn't want to be responsible because I knew she was neglecting her father. That wasn't the first time the police opened a neglect case against her, okay, because of her negligence. She says she's taking care of him, but she wasn't. It was because of me that the father was even able to stay 4 months in the facility. The church family that I have, which Miss Cheryl Gaylord is a witness on that because she was the one that gave me the number in church for the girl to get help for her father because she wanted me to help lift her father and put him in the bed. And I said, I can't do that. I can't lift him. he dead weight because his legs didn't work, and I mean, I try to move around sometimes to move my body and stuff, but I'm really struggling, with my health. And then I don't even have no medicine or none for my diabetes, my arthritis, all, I don't even want to say, all the many things I got going on with my health, but it's crazy. And I've been abused, man. I've been abused by her family, directly, indirectly, because this house was a mess. They just put cabinets in here the other day, and I had a few people I knew come and help, but the people that came and helped, she started sleeping with one of them, and now he feel like he could physically assault me. So I was trying to file a report, because I don't know what she told him, because that's another thing about the abuse, she telling him lies, and he believe in it, so he feel like he got to step in and put his hands on me. And then when I called the police, no police showed up and talked to me yet. I'm still in my room. I may have to call. Oh no, I thought that was the supervisor from the police department calling me back because, like I said, I called them multiple times and I couldn't get through.
Yeah, I got everything noted in your case, okay?
Yeah, because it's not fair to me. Like I've been abused so much, and I need a place to live. When I called the last time and I asked, y'all told me to call Social Security and see if they have funds to help me to relocate. This man put his hands on me and almost stabbed me. I could send you a picture of whatever went through the wall, but if that would have hit me, that could have been me. I would have been dead, and the police ain't even see me yet. You get what I'm saying? Whoever lied and said that they was me, they saying they got body cam footage of me, and I'm sitting here in my room. How you got body cam footage of me, and I'm in my room waiting for the police to come? The police didn't even come because I don't know what lies the girl told. I said, I hope when I called them back, I said, I hope y'all put her in jail for lying to y'all because that was not me. You know, I've been sitting here waiting to speak to an officer about my situation. I'm just tired, man. I'm tired. I ain't trying to argue with nobody about the validity of why I live here. They go for her family, Israel Lopez. I think this is them right here. Can I call you right back? Are you gonna answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Thank
fine.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hello.
Are you living either?
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
This is Sergeant Michael Security from Florida Police Department.
Okay. How you doing, Mr. Michael?
I'm good. How can
Um,
I help you, ma'am?
I'm not well, sir. I'm going through too much this morning because I had somebody try to stab me with something. Some went through a wall and y'all say y'all got me on body cam and I ain't even see y'all. I haven't seen a police officer from your department yet. I want you to know for your knowledge, I put myself on live, because I'm fearful for my life. I called you guys like 6 times. I haven't seen an officer talk to me personally. I need to file multiple reports for the abuse and the assault that I had to endure here at this residence I've been living at.
Who are you being assaulted by?
Well, first off, I was being abused for a while, and I tried talking to people at the health clinic about it. I tried, people that were supposed to be my advocate and case managers and stuff, and I never got any help. So and then I know I didn't call you guys, and this might be late because I try to do, I try to stay neutral and do what I can to help everybody, you know,
Okay.
but I'm not well, and I was just being taken for a ride, basically. You know, abused by everybody that's associated with this address, other than myself. It could have even been the sick father that just passed away too, because that is his daughter. She's not my friend. I have documentation proving that she's not my friend. She's just a friend of a friend. I'm in the middle of a litigation. I have a social security case going on because I have so much medical stuff wrong with me. I had surgeries a couple years ago and a blood transfusion, and I've been here. And my mom died of cancer. I had another cousin that passed away recently. And then now the father just died this morning, and the ink ain't even dry on the death certificate, and her family threatening me. Um, she.
What do you mean by threatening you? Like, what are they saying? Like, they want you out?
Yeah, and I've been here over 10 years, almost 10 years. I've been living here at this address. You can check with the post office. Okay, I've been helping, putting money in this house. Any money that I get, they use me for. And when my mother was alive, I asked them how much money they needed for rent. They didn't even want money for rent because they had intentions of abusing me. So basically, with that being said, at times things were good, and then at times things were bad, and I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm being 100% transparent about everything that I had to endure being here. The uncle had a will, which I believe was fraud. Okay, I had the church people. I got church people involved because I couldn't do it no more by myself. I'm here. I reported to as many of you guys that work in the system my situation. I cried for help a million times. When I was assaulted by my cousin, and I didn't have nowhere to live, he was trying to sexually assault me. The ambulance came here and picked me up. My car still got the indentation and all the damages from that. I haven't even been able to go to court for that, or even go down there to file a report because of my health. I have an attorney that's been working with me because of my situation is so bad. If I had somewhere to go, you think I would stay here where somebody's abusing me? You know, this is my thing. This is my whole thing. I've been talked to everybody in advance and told everybody what was going on here. I told about the racism, the abuse, all the things I had to endure. People stealing things. She stole my driver's license and my car keys. I can't even start my car if I wanted to.
What was that though?
It was honestly, I thought I lost it because my mental health has not been that great. So I because I couldn't prove that she in fact stole it. You know what I mean? I didn't make a call to you guys
No, I got
then.
you, but I mean, what do you? So let me ask you, what has happened recently? Because I understand that, like, hey, there was other things that went on.
Yeah, somebody tried to stab me. That's what happened recently. Somebody tried to stab me. Yeah, somebody tried to stab me. That's why I called you guys today.
When was that?
That was this morning almost, and I've been calling you guys ever since. I didn't.
You're saying someone tried. Who was it?
Jacob is right.
No, but who is that? Like in relation to?
That's the person she's sleeping with.
But I don't know who.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. No, I don't know what she is either. She's the daughter of the person that died. That name was on the deed. That this is his house. Okay, and he died this morning.
So what did you say now?
I said that. I'm sorry. Give me a second to breathe. I said that her father died. He was the person that was over this property. He died this morning.
Okay.
The ink ain't even dry on the paperwork yet. The daughter is lying to the rest of the family or whoever she telling stories to about what's going on at this address. The uncle was abusing me, her uncle, Israel Lopez, because he was the one that had fraudulent paperwork with a deed over the father, but me and the girl, she using me to take care of him and stuff like that, and I'm not well. Like for one, I couldn't even take care of him. I told her that. Mm-hmm. Am I gonna see an officer to file?
I'm sorry, it's like so busy today. Hold on one second.
I understand.
Hold on.
Mhm. It's okay, sir. I understand, but I'm in fear for my life. Okay, the man tried to stab me with something. I just, the man tried to stab me with something. The man is Jeanette Ortiz, which is the daughter.
So she has access to the house, or where did it?
Yes, she has access to the house. She lied about her not having a key because every time I lock the door, she keep ending up back in the house with the guy. The guy called me a little while ago, okay, and he basically was asking.
You want to make a report of that?
Yes, I want to.
Capture that on video?
I think so. There's a telephone I was holding in my hand at the time when he tried to
So you
jump.
want to make a report of that, and that happened this morning.
Yes, I want to make a report of multiple things too because it's just too much going on. I can't keep living like this. I can't. And I was talking to my lawyer's office when you called me and to tell them to update it on my case too, because I need a place. I'm trying to get help for my medical condition with Social Security. So no, I haven't been able to work for years because ever since I had 3 surgeries and a blood transfusion, I've been kind of like in this situation. You know, then my mom died with cancer, and I don't even have an ID because she stole it. I don't have my car keys because she stole it. If I wanted to leave, I couldn't.
You can actually go get another ID from the Department of Labor. You know that, right?
No, sir. I tried already. I had a case manager.
You can go online. There's a lot of
I had my license. My license was suspended, sir, because my mom died. I didn't have any money.
Well, then you can at least get a Florida ID card. You're not going to get a driver's license until get a Florida ID card.
I didn't know that because when I went online to do it, it had a block, some kind of sanction. It wouldn't even allow me to pay for ID or nothing. But I'm saying,
I would go online, go to the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Yeah, I did that, sir. I want you to know I did everything you're telling me already. I did it. Okay. And when I went online, normally I'm good about paying my bills if I have money. It's just I haven't been well for a long time. I haven't been able to pay anything really. I've been surviving off of playing games and just, and then I got people attacking me and stuff because I'm just supposed to get out today.
Are you collecting Social Security?
Not yet, but I'm trying because I can't really do a lot of stuff. My body.
How do you support yourself then?
I just be playing games like I told you online. That's how I've been maintaining.
What do you mean playing games?
I mean, I don't know if you know you could play games to earn money.
You're betting on sports?
No, I'm not betting on sports. I'm playing games literally like I don't know how to say it. Like Cash Land and stuff and different games. Yeah, I was playing games just to earn a few dollars. Sometimes I have to wait a long time to accumulate money to get a ride places. I had spent a lot of money to get to my appointments for Social Security because I literally didn't have no income. I still don't. Um, it's just I did do a mock jury recently in Miami. For $150. That was the only thing I was able to leave my house for recently because and I had a few dollars that I had earned from playing games to get to it, just so I could earn that money. Just to have things to survive. Yeah.
All right, I'll get somebody. It's possible when the officer said they spoke to somebody that it was the other party that was there.
Yeah, but but they said it was me.
We had officers out there early this morning, and what I'm getting at is they basically said, listen, if she's been establishing residency here, you have to get her evicted, meaning you, out of there. So that's probably what happened. There was a mix-up where when they said, hey, they met with somebody, it must have been the other woman that was there earlier.
Yeah, but they can't be perpetrating saying it's me and it's not me. Nobody's still checking on my well-being. You don't know if I'm dead or alive. Only way y'all know I'm alive is because I kept calling you. But if the man would have stabbed me, that would have been okay, is what I'm saying. I've been calling y'all since this morning. Nobody saw me physically. I literally had your department telling me they saw me, and they didn't.
I'll have officers come out and meet with you. Might be a little bit. You're at the house there at
Yeah, but I'm still afraid. I'm still afraid because that man jumped on me already and already physically assaulted me, and now he's gone.
You have injury?
Honestly, I don't even know because it happened so fast.
Did you look in the mirror?
Well, no, I didn't because I've been sitting here just calling and trying to get help. I'm not gonna lie, my mind sometimes I forget things and stuff, but
you don't have it. Let me ask you, you don't have any family down there that can help you out?
No, I don't. That's my mom died with cancer.
Where's your family at though? Like any siblings or anything?
No, I don't have any siblings or nothing. I've been doing everything myself.
You're the only child, or you just don't talk to your
No,
other siblings?
no, my other siblings don't talk to me because everybody is about money and I don't have any, so they don't want to deal with me because I don't have any money.
I got you.
Okay, so
But you want to make a report on this doing assault that occurred earlier today?
yeah, I want to make a report about that. I want to file because I want to go to the police department or something to get some kind of restraining order or go to the court.
The courthouse, but let's first start. We'll get somebody out to you to take a report.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right, it's gonna be just a little bit, so just hang in there because we got a bunch of calls holding it.
I understand. I've been holding on for hours, and
Yeah.
I mean, thank God I'm still alive.
Did I bring any sunshine into your day today or what?
Honestly, I'm still a little shaken up. I get what you're saying.
Right.
Like I'll give you your flowers when it's time, but
Okay.
basically the problem is I'm still in fear for my life. I can't guarantee my safety, and you can't guarantee my safety either, based off of everything that you're telling me. And then, the thing about it is, I ain't do nothing to nobody. I'm innocent in this whole situation. I didn't even want to call.
What did the person do to you today? They punched you in the face, or what did they do?
They choked me and pushed me on the ground, and I mean, I tried the best I can to get them off me by, using my fingers to put my fingers in their eyes. Maybe that would help, but they was choking me. And then as soon as I got off the floor, I called you guys, and they ran out the house because they sleeping with her. I'm gonna tell you the relationship. Really, I introduced him to her because I almost married his brother, right? In a world where people are upset because his mom don't like me, and he don't, everybody's angry or whatever with me. I don't even know what for, which is crazy because all I did is try to help people. What I can help people with, as far as knowledge, I don't know that much, believe it or not. But the little bit that I do know, because my mom used to work at the courthouse, so I know a little something about litigation. I have an uncle that served in the United States. I have a brother that served United States Air Force.
They just don't talk to you anymore. Your brother?
No, my brother's incarcerated. The one that spent over 10 years in the Air Force, he got incarcerated. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. My brother was arrested because he shot somebody by mistake because he was being held hostage. This was almost 20 years ago. He was being held hostage by a guy named Red, and that Red held him and my other brother because they have the same mom, but we got the same dad. Held him at gunpoint and made him drive all the way to El Paso, Texas, where they're from. And then the guy named Red made him go in a house and for, I guess, home invasion. Um, and then my brother was so scared because the guy was threatening to kill him and my other brother. They was already on a road trip. Basically, they got taken out of state because they was living in Georgia. They drove from Georgia to El Paso, Texas, with this guy holding them hostage. The guy that held them hostage never was arrested. I mean, can I make that up? My brother was in the United States Air Force, and then he got held hostage.
Well, it's quite possible that story could have been made up, and then the police didn't buy it, and he was ultimately charged.
Right, I get it, and that's why he's in there now. But that give or take.
Sometimes they try to come up with a good defense, and it's just not believable.
I get it, but that really wasn't the case in that particular situation. They never.
Right, but you said they never found the other guy. He said he did a home invasion because he felt threatened by another guy that told him to go do it.
No, the guy was there with them when it was going on, but the person got away. Is what I'm saying. The person got away, obviously, and they never found the person that did that. Sometimes people get away, and that's what happens. They don't. They don't always catch all the criminals. So.
All right, Anthony. Hey, I got another call coming in, but listen, I'm gonna get somebody out to you, and always remember that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Well, I'm just saying, like, no matter how bad things are, it can only get better for you. but I'm gonna get somebody else here. All right.
Okay, I hope so.
All right.
All
All
right.
right, Ebony. Take it there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
You've reached Variant Associates. Please listen carefully as our menu options have recently changed. If you know the extension of the person you're trying to reach, thank you for calling Social Security Case Managers. Please hold for the next available agent. All of our agents are busy helping other customers. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording,
See what I mean, y'all? They don't care. You heard what the man said. This is kind of crazy, and I kind of feel a little bit embarrassed by this. Um, they let anybody assault people down here, and they don't even do anything about it. If the man would have stabbed me, y'all, that would have been okay. Apparently, from what the police are acting like, I called them. Y'all done seen how many calls I done put into these folks, and nobody has come here yet. I just talked to the supervisor. I guess they said, well, she's still breathing because she's still calling. But, you know, it's going to take neither here nor there. So,
Telephone number 3.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
hey, you okay? Are you okay wherever you are? Are you mad at me? Okay, I hope not, because I'm not mad at you. I don't want you to think because I said what I said to you that like I'm blaming you. Only
We're using you for I ain't worried about that.
Right. But I'm a lady. I'm emotional. So my thing is, y'all don't know what I've been dealing with since I've been living here. That's all.
Like I say, I kind of helped him a little bit, but I can only imagine. But like I got in his ass, I got in his ass last time. I put my hand in his shit up. Me and his mama made him come go home.
What happened?
Me and his mama made him go home.
Go home where?
I made him go home.
Right.
But I got in his ass. I got in his ass really, for real. Like, it was too much. Like I told him, I got to do it with y'all for my some shit that either one of y'all
I don't want to own this. That's not what my situation is about.
That's not the argument, though.
Yeah, it's not the argument. It's not. I don't have a problem with Taz. But Taz got to stop trying to put his hands on people, man. That's ridiculous. You got to keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, I got his ass about it.
And I feel threatened. I feel threatened. I did, and I'm still filing the report because I did call him, by the way, because nobody should have to tell no grown man what to do. You get what I'm saying? You fighting over this girl stuff, and you don't even know what the situation is. Should have minded your business. Now I hope he can get himself out of this. I didn't want to do it to him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't want to. But when you throw objects at me that could have stabbed me and caused me bodily harm, because there's a hole in the wall. Whatever he threw at me while you was sleeping, that he was trying to throw at me, and it went and stuck in the wall. Okay, if that would have been me, and I would got stabbed with something, I would have lost my mind, bro. I would have lost my mind, and then I would have probably went to jail because I would have acted, and I'm not. Listen, because I'm not even well. Okay, that's the man I did here. I'm not well. I ain't got no business going back and forth with no man. Like, who is you around? I'm trying to talk to you. I ain't trying to talk to everybody else. Well, I hear a lot of people talking.
Don't worry about the background. I'm in trouble about Tourist area.
Right. Well,
I like that place.
Yeah, I get it. But I would like to talk to you.
Calm down as best you can. I can let his ass about it. Like, it's wrong. I can't tell you. I mean, I ain't at this point. I can't be on his side. Even if I was gonna take a side, I can't even be on his side. But at the same time, that ain't gonna do me. All I can try to do is try to defuse the situation as best as I can.
I know you did what you did, baby. Like I said, I ain't even blaming you. Why is it that I hear?
I don't know what I don't even know the whole situation or why it happened, what started, but like I said, I don't care.
No, what it is yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with nobody. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody that don't live here. That's all I was saying. And he don't live here. He just if he did start living here, he just started living here. But you can't sit there and be nasty to me because you sleeping with the girl and you trying to defend the girl. Okay, because I get his claim to fame. But at the end of the day, you got here because of me. You didn't get here because of her. And really, I told you what she was doing. I told you she was going to use him to her benefit. Remember, I told you that. Because that's all she's good for, is using people. Okay? Like, I can't make that up. There's going to be a report filed against her as well. Because I'm filing a report about my missing car keys and my driver's license, all of the above. You know what I'm saying? The cat food in my food, all of that. She's going to see me in court. I don't care where she moved at. They're going to send her a summons and she don't appear. She's going to go to jail wherever she at. Because I'm tired of playing games with people. I'm just tired. This year, I said it from the beginning. You know, she was neglecting that man. She might go to jail for neglect for that man because I'm going to shed light on that whole situation because I had witnesses. The church lady was the one that gave me the number for her to call. She called because I told her to call. See? And I got the proof. I got video of me telling her to call and her calling her. Acting like she a victim. Okay? See, this is what y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? That girl was neglecting her father. She wasn't cleaning him. And she expected me to do everything for her. And I'm not that person. I can't. I'm not well. I ain't got no business taking care of no sick person if I'm sick myself. And that's another reason why I didn't really try to do too much, even with the cleaning up. And I even told you, don't fool with that stuff. Let her pay for somebody to come and fix that. She got money. Her daddy got money. They cheap. They ain't even fix up their kitchen cabinets up until the day he died. That's crazy, don't you think? And what did she offer Taz? Some coochie to clean up the whole house? What did she offer him? Did she did he get a bill paid? Did he get anything? Because I told him make sure you get something if you're doing all the work you're doing. He's more concerned with putting his penis in the girl. Okay, but the girl don't look at you as a person. She look at you as a pet. Because I told you that's what racist people do. She looking at Taz as a pet. And Taz ate the bait. See, this is when I told y'all, when I sat down and I told y'all from the beginning, this girl disposition, who she is as a person, character-wise. Why would y'all think I would lie to y'all? Y'all was here because of me. Y'all wasn't here because of her. She called. She know to call y'all. You get what I'm saying? Taz came here because I asked him to come here because I was, I was in love with his brother. And the way that he assaulted me today, soap and water ain't going to be able to wash off what he got coming to him. He just needs to stay away from me. That's what he needs to do now. Because now, at this point, with the threats and all that, and putting your hands around my throat and all that, like I said, I was only going to allow that for so much time. The reason why I called 911 is so I can make a report. So if I have to protect myself, I'm covered. See? That's what that was about. So I'm not really with all the people that keep attacking me and assaulting me and me just taking it. That's not cool. That's not fair to me. And I didn't do nothing but help this girl. She pretends that she helped me, but she used me for her benefit, okay? I told y'all that when y'all came into it. Long as I'm paying for stuff, buying cleaning supplies. You see, she didn't buy no toilet paper. She didn't buy no food. You know what I'm saying? That's why she try to act like she don't eat. It's because she's cheap. She doesn't want to spend nothing. Her father was the same way. Didn't buy nothing in here. I bought most of the stuff in here, except for the heavy appliances. Because I'm not supposed to pay for no heavy appliances when you want to put me out every 5 minutes. This your house. So pay for the things that you need to have a house. So him getting mad at me and all that he needs to stay in his lane. That ain't got nothing to do with him. He got mad because of words. You got mad because I said you need to mind your business. Because that's what I said. Mind your business. You're not a resident. You don't live here. But even if you just started living here, you ain't been here as long as I've been here. And just because you cleaned up a bunch of stuff, what you should have did was you should have took pictures of the job so you could have got paid after the job you did. Because he did a lot of work. And I was proud of him that he did try to help. But you were trying to assault me. I feel like this, like I said, he don't have respect for black women because he don't respect his mother. He stole from her. And he think I don't know, but I know. And see, he just in denial about his life, about his lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be a judge on this situation. Well, guess what? Let's see if you can be a judge from behind bars then. Since you feel like you got all the answers, let's see if you can fight your case. And this new one you're going to have. Because see, I'm not going to keep doing this with people. I keep trying to tell people, if you can't help or if you're not here to help or then just go ahead. Go on ahead about your business. Now, I told you who the girl was. You see the girl, she ran wherever she ran. She might still deal with him, whatever, because she using him still. You see? Because he thinking he using her because he's sleeping with her. But she using the hell out of him. You see what I'm saying? So when he go to jail for the shit that she done used him for, I don't want to hear nothing. Because see, I done told him what time it was with this girl. I told him if you're going to be here, you're going to help. You here because of me. You know what I'm saying? Help out. Do what you're supposed to do. If you're going to sleep with the girl, that's between you and her. I said my part already. Now you want to assault me because now you done got in too deep with this girl. You ain't got nothing to do with her mom or her daddy and the house. You ain't got nothing to do with this. You ain't got nothing. Only thing you got something to do with is because you was here because I called you. Trying to help you out. Really, the idea was for him to get a few dollars and it's probably for him to take care of himself. You know what I'm saying? With his situation, because he had a lot going on with his situation. Now he got more situation now. Because you best believe I name dropped it. Because see, when I sat there and I talked to you over and over and over and over again, and you just thinking that you're gonna put your hands on me when I'm talking to you with sense, like I can see if I ain't raised my voice not one time. Every time I talk to Taz, y'all try to say, "Oh, you wrong and he wrong." No, 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 no. This man was wrong the whole time. Okay. Every time this man he would say something out of the whack. Okay. And I'm not gonna keep doing this with people. It's called now you gonna get some paperwork. And see, when I told you the situation at hand, you didn't want to believe me because you like Uncle Ruckus. You think the sun shine out of white people's ass. And I keep telling you this girl's a racist. Okay, you don't know even know what the definition of a racist is. Okay, you sleeping with a racist. That's what I tried to tell you. He was sleeping with a racist. Okay, but he liked that, so that's his business, and he can keep on liking it. But he gonna get this paperwork. See, because at the end of the day, I haven't done anything to nobody. I'm just a person that's been staying here for many years, and I helped out. I did all I could to help her. She was lazy. She sat on her butt. She didn't really do much of anything. So there's going to be an abuse case against her. She will be going to jail. Whoever lied to the police and said that they was me, when the police get here, they're gonna investigate because you know they got to do their job. So they're gonna find out that if she lied to protect him, she's going to jail. I'm sorry that her father passed, but she needs to learn to stop lying. You know, lying lips is an abomination of the Lord. You feel me? You sit up there, you tell all these decorated lies to your family. You told all these decorated lies to your dad. You told your daddy, her daddy actually figured out that she was a liar. That's why he never gave her the house. That's why he put the house in the uncle name. You don't get it? You still don't get that part? The daddy saw that I was actually caring for him. The man was being neglected by her. She was abusing him. Okay? Legit. I have so much video evidence of her sitting on her behind, eating snacks, saying even though she lied and say she don't eat. Why are you so fat then if you don't eat? Okay? Because if you ain't eating and all you do is drink soda, you ain't gonna gain the weight. You'd have lost some weight by now. She's eating. She's stuffing her face. Okay? She's a lazy person. She didn't care for her father, but she wanted the spoils of whatever he had. She gonna still get whatever God got for her, which I don't wish no harm on her. You feel me? I'm just only telling you what I know. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. I've been here for years, watching this girl. When Worm died, excuse me, not Rome. When Worm, Jarvis, Jake brother knew. See, Jake brother knew everything about this girl, and it's sad that Jake would even put his dick in that girl, knowing that his brother loved me the way he loved me, and he didn't want me to be in this situation over here at this girl house. If I could have helped myself, you think I would still been here? I had them surgeries. I was sick. I had different things. The girl was abusing me. You know what I'm saying? I even told you the girl was abusing. I told y'all that when y'all first came in. That she's a user and she's an abuser. She even abused the animals. I even told you that. Remember, the animals hadn't been inside long enough for you to see that her abuse the animals. You know what I'm saying? But I let it be. I never put the police in her life up until the point where she started lying now on me to her family. See, now that's what you ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna sit up here and tell lies, like, you know what I'm saying?
I know you're right. I know you're thinking I'm to the lead right now. I ain't to the lead right now, but at the same time, you telling me, like I said, you've been saying this the whole time. Why would I put myself in that same predicament after you leave?
What are you talking about? I don't get it. You mean if I leave?
If you win, you can leave. Why would I put myself in that same predicament? You gotta leave. Why would I say, you know what, I'm gonna stay here? Why would I do that?
No, listen. I'm not asking you to do that.
No, I'm saying that, but that's why I said.
No, I said I'm saying when I get my own place, you're welcome to come with me.
Look. Not saying I'm gonna leave you behind, but if in a minute shit solid hit the fan, like.
I know you can't be here, baby. I'm not telling you to be here. I would never put you in no situation like that. Only thing I was saying is, your god brother assaulted me. That's what I said. And for no good reason at all. I'm just tired of him thinking that that's okay. Because if I do something, I'm gonna do something.
That's why I got
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something next time that I ain't gonna be able to come back from. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying not to do that. I really am. Because I loved his brother like that. Okay? But don't test me.
Listen to me. Like, I can't even be on the fence of trying to defend you, not trying to do what you say you're gonna do. Because it's a fucked up situation. Like, just like I was telling him, like,
that's why he needed to mind his business. He didn't even have no business even sleeping with her. I even told him, I said, I don't have a problem with you sleeping with her, but you're here because of me. You're not here because of her.
Listen. That's like he had to mind his business. So had all that situation. That right there shouldn't even come out your mouth right there. That ain't got nothing to do with the situation, regardless of the fact.
It has a lot to do with the situation. It has a lot to do with the situation. Yeah, because ever since he been this.
No, listen, why could you think he's trying to get intervened and get in the middle?
Yeah.
Because his shit's doing too much.
He doing too much with trying to assault me. Come on now.
Just like I told him today, you look like you in the middle. You taking sides, but he's really not. He's really not taking a side, but it does look like he is taking a side.
He is taking a side. He is taking a side.
No, trust me, okay? I talked to him. He is not taking a side. It does look like he's taking a side. Because, yeah, he's fucking the girl, and yes. Remember that? You, like, she been coming at you, yeah, you look like you take the side, and that's not the case.
But the point is, I've been abused, wrong. I've been abused too much.
Just listen. Just like I told him, if you gotta put yourself in the predicament and you can't let that girl fight her own battles, I said, that's fucked up, bro. You don't need to be around here. Because they already going through a situation before we got here. Before we even got here, they already told both of y'all said y'all are not friends. So why you even intervening in on something about some other shit that ain't got nothing to do with us, regardless if we gonna be here or not? You know, I don't think it would have been this bad, but the way you say the family is at you, and the way it is, you know this feeling with gratitude up to the day. After dad died, you already felt like that. The family don't like you. You already know that.
They all racist. I told you they racist. Ain't no mistake about that.
And at the same time,
ain't no mistake about that. I got so much evidence about proving what I'm claiming. Okay.
You feel like if they on your side now, you think they're gonna be on your side after they hear about you got them putting your hands on the female?
Right.
Even though they trying to take up the situation with you in the legal way. But you trying to do it the illegal way, how do you think they're gonna feel about that? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not even thinking, you're not even using this fucking head. And like I say, all of us in the house, I say, shit. You ain't worry about us, how we went to jail, with the girls and bullshit. Regardless if you say something or not, just allegedly a domestic situation happened with Tad's name in and fuck him up.
And like I said, I tried to spare him from that. I really did. But I'm not going to keep dealing with that. I'm not going to keep dealing with that. If you wouldn't have woke up, I would have handled that. I ain't need you to handle that because I was already handling it.
Listen. A domestic situation happened at my house with my girl. You know, a motherfucker was stabbed to almost death, and my girl stayed asleep. That's how tired she was. You know, that happens, right?
Wow. I didn't know.
That happens. What if that would have happened? What if I would have woke up?
Yeah. What I wonder what would have happened.
You say you had it, but I don't really think you understand the severity of the situation. When I woke up, I forcibly had to get him off you.
Right.
You understand? It would have been worse if I was asleep, if I would have woke up. You saying you would have handled it, how he was going to handle it on the ground the way he was at?
Yeah, I was already handling it. You didn't know I was handling it, but I was.
Listen, first of all, like I said, I wasn't supposed to go that far. That's my part. That's why I got on his ass. Yes, he put this house situation on his shoulders too fucking much. Yes,
way too fucking much.
About that. Way too fucking much. That's why I got in his ass. It wasn't no excuse for that. Like I said, I can't even be on the side with us. But the simple fact that I don't need to talk you out of it. This shit look bad that I'm going through a case and my co-defense wanted to jail for almost the same shit we locked up for. Yeah, so like I said, all this shit does affect me, but at the same time, what the fuck can I say? What? They didn't give me a chance and the onus to be able to have a chance in that situation. Like I said, I can't even tell you not to do it. You see what I'm saying?
I didn't do nothing. At the end of the day, I didn't
I'm not
do
talking
it.
about that. I'm talking about on the situation where you feel like you got to do what you got to do with making a report and dropping his name. Like I can't even say in stress to tell you not to do it because yeah, he was dead ass.
I know he gonna come back here with her again and do it again. See, that's the reason why I'm gonna make the report, because if it happened again, you see, I'm gonna protect myself. You know, because like I said, I try to do what I can to avoid the confrontation with him. I love his mother. I didn't have nothing against him or his brother. You know, I loved him. I loved his brother until the day he died. Okay, I did all I could do for the mother. I don't know what lies been told about me across the board. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you something from my point of view. From my point of view, I know the mama didn't like me. Okay, because like I told you, the mother did things to me, and when I was with her son, she even offered me off to other people too. Tried to sell me off to her cousins and other things like that. It was all right, as long as I could give her money to send my now deceased person I was in love with, you know, when he was incarcerated. I did all I can to be supportive of her during the time he died. I went there. I talked to Taz at the service. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like I told you about that people pleasing thing. I tried to help them as much as I could. I tried to please everybody, even with this girl, even in the midst of her being a racist and being a liar and all the things that she was doing against me, putting stuff in my food, stuff y'all don't even know about. You know what I mean? Like that could have really hurt me. You know, I'm filing a report against her too. So it ain't just gonna be him. It's gonna be her and her family members' names that's gonna be dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just tired of the abuse overall. You know what I'm saying? All I do is be kind to people, and people just thinking that they're gonna keep putting their hands on me, and I'm gonna keep just talking to them, and I'm gonna just keep talking to them, and I'm gonna just keep talking to them. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that in 2025. I said it.
That's why I'm happy with him. That's why I made him go home. Like, regardless of anything, take your ass home.
First of all, if he got all the litigation stuff that he got going on, he ain't got no business putting his hand on me.
His head is not in the right place, and like you say, you get into a situation that ain't got nothing to do with him being here or not. It ain't got nothing to do with that. This shit is bound to happen, like I said, regardless of us being here or not.
Right. It was going to happen anyway. I told you that her family eventually would come to me and say that. But that's fine. I wasn't mad at the lady. You see, I told her, you might have to file legal paperwork and go back.
Now, I ain't got a chance to talk to you about it, but I'm not going to talk to you about it because I done talked to y'all about this shit. And I told both of y'all that y'all both do not let up.
Don't say we both don't let up because he charged me, okay? Don't say that. Don't say that. Because the man threw objects at me that could have stabbed me wrong, okay? There's a hole in the wall in the living room, okay? If I would have been stabbed, that would have been all right. Ain't no time out on that. Ain't no time out on my life. I'm listening.
Don't just overtalk the time out. Yes, that was dead ass fucking wrong. But when you ran into the room, that's what you did. Instead of staying in the room, you went back out there. You know what the police gonna look at that and say?
Man, no. Listen, don't do that. Don't do that. Ain't no police gonna say that. I didn't go back out there. I did not go back out there. So that's where you're wrong. He came and pushed the door. I was trying to close the door, and before I could close the door, he pushed the door and proceeded to choke me. You was asleep, so if you know all that if you was asleep, how you know anything? You just like you said, you don't know. Okay, so because if you were asleep, you didn't see the only thing you saw was him on top of me after the fact. Okay, because what happened was that man threw. Listen. No, I'm not.
I didn't tell you it back out there. I didn't say that.
That's what you just said.
No, I did not. You took my words out of my mouth and you ran over and trying to make me say that. No, that's not what the fuck I'm saying. fuck I am saying is, y'all are both the same, but not on the left part with the words, the verbiage. All I understood was all I really comfortable with the verbiage. I don't even know how you if you who did what, who puts the door open, if you open the door. I don't even know that.
First of all, I didn't open the door. I tried to close the door.
All I heard was the fucking verbiage, and nobody was letting the fuck off. That's all I'm saying.
How you heard anything if you was asleep?
Goddamn, y'all wasn't whispering.
So if you was up the whole time and you heard, why did you say you was asleep?
I was up the whole time.
I'm saying you claiming the verbiage. What verbiage went cross? What verbiage did you hear go cross?
All the noise I made when it was in the door, that's the only time that I was able to grasp what the fuck was going on. By the time the door bust open, I was grasping what was going on. It was already too late. I was already fighting.
I wasn't fighting. I wasn't fighting at all. I was letting him proceed to do whatever he was doing. So don't say that.
Listen. You know what I'm saying. Regardless if he was fighting or he was fighting you, the situation happened. By the time I said I was gaining consciousness. I wasn't conscious when I first heard y'all. All I heard was whoa. And that was it. Y'all was fighting.
Don't say y'all was fighting because you woke up and you didn't know what was going on. Okay? So don't do that. Because you didn't. All you saw was me on the floor and him on top of me acting like he was choking me.
But I'm not. I know he grabbed your neck and choked you, but I'm not saying y'all was fighting.
That man ain't even. That man.
I can understand what happened. He grabbed you and threw you on the ground and threw your neck. I understood that.
Right.
I'm not mad, man. You're trying to make it seem like I'm saying you put him a fight. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the word that y'all got into a fight. That's what y'all got into a fight.
Now I wanted him to do whatever he was going to do before I start doing something. Okay? That's another reason why I allowed whatever to happen.
All right, what you need, sir? I need a bicycle pump? Yes. You want to buy one? Yes. Okay, you want to show you what officer, y'all got a free sweepstakes giveaway? Yeah. You know what? That's the only one. Let me see.
Hello? I was on.
How much? This is $14.99. $20 and y'all want you want one of those? Yeah. Oh, look, that must have been me hung up on you too. I had the phone upside down. I realized.
It's okay. Baby, I'm so sorry that all this is going on. You know, I love you.
It's stressful.
It is. It's stressful. I feel like I'm the most stressed person in this situation.
I ain't trying to say you was wrong and that's the most stressful part to tell.
Well, you sure left me with no cigarettes.
Man,
I know you had to go. Yeah, but you didn't have to take all the cigarettes with you.
I ain't ready to I was just going to call you to see if you had some. All
right.
But
I know. I'm not going to put you in that situation, man. The thing about it is, though, this is what I was trying to explain to you. That's why I told you if you needed to step out for a second, just step out. Because I would have figured I would have seen them already. I don't know who talked to the police. They was lying. The police was telling me they had me on body cam. I said, no, you don't. No, you don't. Whoever, they claimed that they had me on body cam. I said, no, you don't. You got somebody else on body cam. I said, you ain't verified no identification of the person or even a piece of mail. of the person telling you that they're me. So if she lied to the police on body cam, she's going to jail. Okay, perpetrating that she's me. Yeah. Either way, baby, what I'm trying to say is, it's not right. I'm tired of the abuse, and it's stopping today. Because I mean, I thought I made it stop months ago when I told her to her face that the abuse and the neglect of her father was gonna stop. Yeah, but like I said, you can't guarantee my safety, and like I've been said that to you because I knew it was gonna happen again. I knew it was gonna happen again. Okay. Yeah, I talked to the supervisor and I let him know about my situation. The thing is with the girl or her manipulating him, you know, it is what it is. I ain't received so far no bodily injury or anything like that, but I still want to file a report for my keeping.
Somebody don't want us here.
Oh, okay. Good talk this up. Appreciate it. What the hell am I doing today? I live on a bike park.
What?
I live on the bicycle park.
Right, and I told you didn't have anything to be fearful about. I get that you can't, you know.
Shit, I do got some big stuff about. Hey, Kobe, what was he? Hey, son, how you doing? You got identification on you? Well, I got you to do with it now. You know what I'm talking about. Well, put motherfuckers involved. Oh, God. I don't got no time for this. That's why I got no one getting
No, hold on. Can I say something, baby? At the end of the day, I'm a disabled person. You've been assisting me with everything in here, you know, from my health situation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was here, even Taz was here because I called him to be here. You know what I'm saying? Because he's supposed to be like a family. So why did he feel like he had to do all of that? Because you sleeping with the girl? Is that it?
You know what?
What is it? What lies did she tell him?
You asking me that question, and I asked him the same thing. You know that, right?
Right.
What the fuck made you go take it that far?
Like really?
You take shit that far.
Why?
He has no answer. I'm telling you, that's Taz. That's the way he is. And I told him, if you can't control your temper, boy, you don't need to be over here, bro.
Yeah, you don't need to be over here. Legit. That's all. That's all that is. It's called, if you don't know how to communicate effectively, then you need to be over there to mama. No, that never. Java said was never finna let that go down like that. Never. They would have came. I bet you they would have came to blows. Never. Not nothing. Not even once. Not even once. Okay. So with him doing this, he burned his bridge with me. With him doing this, he burned his bridge with me. Because the only thing that proved to me is that once you get a piece of little white coochie, you think you boss. That's the only thing that proved to me. Okay, because you felt like that you had to go back and forth with me with something that you ain't got nothing to do with. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, you don't respect black women because you don't like the woman you come from. Nah, it's that. Well, you can't discredit what I'm saying. I'm me.
I asked him the same questions with sarcasm in it. Like, I need you to tell me, bro. Like, that's fucked up. For him to go way that far.
And what's even more messed up is she said that even when her aunt came, she ain't say nothing. She ain't address her family about nothing. So that should have let you know. Yeah, her aunt came. You was in the bed laying down. And I opened the door. And I was being nice. I waved to her politely twice, and I realized she had a scar on her face. So I got up and I came and I said, "Hi, how you doing?" You know, like I ain't got no problem with none of her family, nothing like that. They don't even know me like that. Oh well, as you know, Juan passed this morning. I said, "Oh, that's very unfortunate." Oh well, you gonna have to find you somewhere to go, or we'll have to get legal. I said, well, you might have to very well do that since that's the disposition she's coming back at. I told her you may very well have to do that. You may very well have to see me in court because I'm gonna take all of them to court based off of the fact that this house was ran down and the conditions I was living in as a sick person was unfit. Okay, the uncle, whatever fraudulent documents that he obtained on this house, you know what I'm saying, with the daddy not being able to read and write, okay, because he was illiterate. Okay, whatever documents that he obtained was done illegally because I don't think that he had a notary present for that. You get what I'm saying, for the whole thing with signing for a will. Now I'm not really defending her at this point. She gonna have to defend herself because at the end of the day, she telling whatever lies she telling Taz and she telling her family. So now she's thrown underneath the bus too because I was really trying to spare her from me filing a lawsuit against her for the neglect and abuse of her father and for me because I'm disabled too and she was neglecting and abusing me. See, what you didn't know is I had already started filing paperwork months ago with the people that was my case workers. Okay, so with her doing this, she just put the nail in the coffin on herself. She thinks she off scot free because she's going with her backpack over her family house or whatever. But it's not over. Okay, because at the end of the day, I wasn't trying to do this to her, but we all know because I told you guys when you came here, she was neglecting her dad. But I was more concerned about her daddy well-being, you know what I'm saying, and him getting someplace. It's unfortunate that he passed because he went to the place and he was very sick. Ain't no telling what he had. Ain't no telling if I got my condition from dealing with him. You get what I'm saying? Because neither one of them go to a doctor. Neither one of them believe in cleanliness. When you came here, look at how the condition of the house was. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting you in the case. But I tell you what, I got a lot of video evidence about the situation from way before y'all even got here. Okay, with her sitting on her behind eating snacks, getting fatter and fatter, watching Army Wives, not cleaning her father, but she's saying she's cleaning him and she's saying she's caring for him. When the people came here, that man had all kind of bed sores. He was in a pissy pamper, cracked up, all of the above. Okay, and I'm not well. And the people been knew I wasn't well because I was going to a doctor and I was seeing people about it. I told them the situation too. I told all the medical people. I just talked to the sheriff office about that too. That I reported it to you guys. I even had my church family get involved because the best thing to do in a situation like that where it's just one me is to get more witnesses. So I got more people involved. I got my church family involved. That's why the church lady gave me the lock for the door. Don't you remember that? Don't you remember I changed the lock on the door? I'm gonna change the locks to this whole house too, by the way. Because with the uncle trying to have all the sense with him getting the will and stuff like that, and not realizing or just thinking you just gonna bypass me like I'm non-existent, like I just been living here, and I'm nobody. That girl is not my friend. That girl ain't never been my friend. That girl stole my car keys. That girl stole my ID, and then she cried and act like she ain't steal it. Okay, I didn't put the police on her then, but I'm gonna make the report today. Okay. And then another thing too, with all the stuff that she was doing, if I would have died from ingesting cat food or something, or poison, some kind of poison, because I believe she was spraying my food at one point with roach spray, and I was going to the hospital. I was keep going to the hospital, and I didn't know what was wrong. You feel me? See, like I'm telling you, she will be going to jail. Like this is what I'm telling you. Okay, this has been long awaited for her, because she thought that I was gonna be the one doing all the work, taking care of her father while she sat on her behind, which I did do what I could. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a nasty person. That's my character. That's not her character. All that niceness. She act like she was doing you a favor by inviting you to stay. I told you you was gonna stay here regardless of whatever she said. Because I've been living here. She knows I know the law. You know what I'm saying? So she just made it seem like she was on your side by saying, oh yeah, you could come and stay here. That girl don't like you neither. You get what I'm saying? She just went along with it because she knew I would put the law on her if she had an objection. You get what I'm saying? Because the fact of the matter is, legally, I had the right to have anybody in here I want. Okay, with me being a tenant here, especially as long as I've been here. I've been here almost 10 years. I told the sheriff he can check with the postal service. They'll see how many years I've been getting mail here. Go pull it up, officer. Do your job, and they'll see. Oh wow, she's been here a long time, and then she got a Social Security case going on because we see a lot of mail from Social Security come in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not well. You get what I'm saying? I don't have no business going back and forth with no man. I'm not even going back and forth with him. Basically, I told him, hey, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This is an ABC conversation, so you need to mind your business. That's all I said. And when I went to go in the room and close the door, he threw some object to stab me, okay? And it's stuck in the wall. You can see the evidence in the wall, okay? And then I tried to close the door fast enough because I didn't want to confrontate with him because, I have love for his brother still. His brother is dead. He's been dead almost a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. I have love for the brother and I have love for the mama. I know that they ain't got nothing to do with his actions. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, whatever they telling him, because however biased they feel about me, and remember, I told you when the girl started sleeping with him, when she go over to the mama house, what was she saying to the mama? Because I tried to call the mama the other day. The mama won't even pick up my phone call. But guess what? I ain't got to deal with her either if she want to believe the lies. When she knew her son died, hoping and praying for me to get up out of this house because he knew that the girl was abusing me. He knew. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know. It wasn't for them to know. You know what I'm saying? Unless I tell them. But because people want to be nosy and put their nose all up in people's business and you don't want to mind your business, now you're going to have a whole case on. Now your other son going to have a whole case on him. Because, see, this all could have been avoided. It's called mind your business. It's just that simple. I told him that. I said, you're here because I called you to be here. Why would you involve yourself, entangle yourself with this demon? I told you the girl got demons. I told y'all that. I can see if I didn't tell you. I told you she's possessed. She got demons. She lies. She tells a lot of lies to herself, round and round and round. And I said, what Satan does is he uses her as a vessel to do the things that she does. You know what I'm saying? So y'all wanted to participate. Y'all, that was the first thing that I was always supposed to remember. That's why I told y'all that out the gate. I told y'all that. I sat both of y'all down and told y'all that. He said, okay, yeah, he understood. He didn't understand nothing I told him. Nothing. It's just so sad, though, that he's going to be the one suffering because, because of that. Because of it's his actions. He got to be accountable. Because, see, I'm not going to keep doing this with him. I don't, just like he said he don't care that I was with his brother. I ain't got to care that you my love brother neither. I ain't got to care neither. So since it's all this, you want to put your hands on me and this and that. And I don't know, at the end of the day, I have to be fearful too for all the other family members that might think I'm wrong because they don't know the situation. Because like if I put him in jail, then the mama, all of them going to be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? But look what he doing. You know what I'm saying? He got to be accountable for his actions, bro. I'm like I said, in 2025, I'm not dealing with abuse from nobody, bro.
I am not done cussing him out. I'm not done.
The abuse I had to endure.
I am not done. Like I said,
This is
I
crazy.
finally had that talk with him by ourselves. And I told him, you know what? I should have been had this talk with you. I'm finally getting to talk to you by yourself without your head in the clouds for fucking with Jim. I ain't finished. I'm not finished.
Yeah, because first of all, y'all should have got paid, first of all, for the job that y'all did.
Your mama said the same fucking thing I said. She said, goddamn. How good is the fucking pussy for you to goddamn try to call yourself to go to jail?
Right, really.
I'm not done. I'm not done cussing him out. I'm really not.
He forgot he got kids, man. I would never try to do that to him. Like, I'm gonna just state my part.
Whether he's in the wrong, whether he's in the right or wrong, accusation on you, implicating him on doing this fuck shit like he did today, looks bad on him getting this job. Because guess what? They can bring that shit up in court. Whether he get charged with it or not. Being implicated is just as bad as doing it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Like, I really did my best not to get nobody involved. Like, all the talks that I had, all of that. I'm tired of talking, babe. I am about that with him, because I ain't do nothing wrong to him for him to even feel like he got to put his hands on me. Like, all I did literally was say my business. Literally. Okay, so if you can't take something that simple, then you don't need to have custody of your kids. Like, really. I mean, I ain't trying to sound like I work for the state, because I don't. But I'm just saying in general, if you can't simply just take criticism and just be done. Because I can take it, and you see me, I'll say, okay, or I might yell, but I don't try to choke people. I don't, but hold on. We're not going to compare me to him in this situation. I don't try to choke people. I don't try to choke people and put people, no. Don't not do that to me, because you cannot compare me. No, you cannot. Because you cannot say that I put my hands on him.
I'm trying to say you wrong in this situation. I'm just saying you are the same way. Y'all both know how to stop.
No, I know how to stop. I went in my room and tried to proceed to close the door. He bust open the door, tried to choke me. Okay, first of all, he tried to stab me. You still not seeing the main idea here.
Yes, I did. I cussed him out about it because he told me this stupid shit he did. I already got on his ass about throwing something at you.
But you know what? That girl knew that he was like that. She knew it. She don't want to be with him. Don't think I don't know she don't want to be with him.
Hey, once again, that's a situation that ain't got nothing to do with you. That's something you need to let go.
I need to let go. Listen, I ain't even worried about. I'm not even worried about them being together.
You just not worried about him. He's getting eliminated by her and all this other shit. That's beyond you. You would never know that.
So if I would have died today because he stabbed me, that's beyond that? That's beyond that? I don't think so, sir. Okay. So at the end of the day, if I would have defended myself and blood would have been okay. So if I would have defended myself and blood would have been everywhere, I would have went to jail though. I would have went to jail though if I would have reacted the way that he was reacting towards me. If I would have reacted the way that he was reacting towards me, I would have went to jail, right? Because blood would have been everywhere, right?
Listen. Okay, worried about that.
Okay.
What did that got to do with him putting his hands on you? What you worried about them and the relationship got to do with him putting his hands on you?
I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about him trying to stab me. I'm talking about him trying to stab me. Can you move off from that? Because that's not what I'm talking about.
What I'm talking about is it don't matter if he's trying to manipulate him or not to think a different way to be able to react. It shouldn't still happen. It shouldn't still got them took it that far. That's my point I'm trying to make. With all that extra stuff, what you doing? Worried about if she's being.
I'm not doing all of that. I told you I'm not even doing that. Okay, first of all, what you saying I'm doing, I'm not even doing.
Well, don't say it.
It's a factor in the situation.
No, it's not. If you say it, if you make it a factor, then guess what? You're worried about that. You think about it.
No, I don't think about it because I don't.
Listen.
I don't think about whatever kind of relationship they have. I don't. I honestly don't even think about them, to be real with you, at all. Really. So, like, the only thing I'm saying is with him getting involved with my residency and trying to stab me, that's the only thing I'm looking at. Only thing I'm looking at is him trying to stab me. Okay. So when I came in the room and closed the door, okay, which he's lucky that he didn't stab me, because if I would have seen even a little bit of blood, it would have been a problem. I would have defended myself, okay, and then who would have went to jail? Probably me, because if I have to defend myself in the mannerism that I'm gonna defend myself, I'm gonna do a good job, and I'm not gonna miss. Okay, I'm trying to be nice. I keep trying to talk to people with sense. I say, hey, mind your business. That's all I said. I came in the room and closed the door. What did he do? Ran at the door and pushed the door open and assaulted me. And I allowed it because I could have assaulted him back. But I did not because I knew better. You get what I'm saying? I knew better because I knew that I could just call the law to handle this situation, okay? As long as I got breath in my body, ain't nobody choking me, ain't nobody killing me. And I ain't finna sit there and allow nobody to kill me neither. All right? Even though you thought you were saving somebody, I want you to know that. I knew exactly what I was doing. But let me let you know There's a God that sees everything. Okay, it sits high and see how people are, and all of this hiding behind people's skirts, and all the things that they doing, and all the lies that people be telling and stuff like that. See, things ain't gonna go well for people because they don't have God in their life anyway. That's another reason why that thing couldn't even touch me. Okay, whatever he threw at me. Okay, God is in control of everything at all times. I keep telling you that. So I'm not really afraid of anything. But if God possesses me to defend myself, I'm not gonna miss. Right? And I'm trying to spare him. I want him to be able to go home to his mother and his kids. I do. I said that to him the last time. But don't push me. Because at this point, listen, I ain't got no mama to tell me not to defend myself no more, not to hurt nobody no more. I don't have no family like that. My daddy locked up. I don't really have nobody. So that's another reason why I made the call, in case I had to take it there. I don't want to take it there. I really don't. But if I have to take it there, it's not going to be good. Because I did all I could. That's why I reported it to the people I needed to report it to. Because I'm tired of people making attempts at my life, bro, for nothing. Why is an attempt being made in my life for nothing?
I'm on our street, right? I'm coming off.
Are you by yourself?
Why would I be by myself this whole time?
I don't know. No, baby. Hello. I'm trying to tell you something. Like, you ain't been convinced. I know when they gonna call and when they gonna come. But I'm telling you, because I don't think I'm gonna be hard. Alright? I'm an expert at biomechanics and I'm an expert at personal. But the point is, it doesn't matter. You know, the point is, I did that just to diffuse the situation. I could have did way worse.
You shouldn't have done that. That's why I'm over there.
I could have done a lot worse, and I didn't. And I said, God, please, I don't want to do nothing to my brother. You know, because this it's not fair to me. You know, I'm just tired of being treated this way. Yeah.